how are you? And I hope you guys are doing great on this almost October. It's like an October Eve video. Originally, this video was supposed to come out on the 1st, but I had some issues, technical difficulties last night with another video. Bear with me on that one. Yes, that's the video that I put up for the movies, the movie or the Tales from the Crypt episode. I had technical difficulties with my face, but anyways, whatever. If you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe on this video, that'd be great. I'm gonna try to make that a reality on Wednesday, October 1st. I have Wednesday off. We're gonna be doing some stuff. We're gonna go into Halloween Horror Nights, but right now we're gonna do a review on A Nightmare on Elm Street, a spoiler review. So A Nightmare on Elm Street this is the overview. A Nightmare on Elm Street is a seminal horror film that blends psychological terror, and supernatural slasher tropes. It explores the thin, terrifying line between dreams and reality, anchored by the menacing villain Freddy Krueger, who murders teens in their sleep. Scary, huh? So the plot, spoilers, is that the film follows Nessie Thompson, a teenager in a suburban Ohio, who discovers that she and her friends are all having terrifying nightmares, featuring the same. So they're all having the same nightmare about the same guy, Freddy Krueger. And she notices that they're all having the same nightmare, so she's trying to stop this guy, Freddy Krueger. Oh, later on, I will have some negatives about the movie, but very, very little. So right now, I'm going to try to keep that in the background. One by one, Nessie's friends, including her best friend Tina and her boyfriend Glenn, played by young Johnny Depp. Yes, it's his first movie, Johnny Depp, if you can believe that. Wes Craven's daughter really thought he was cute, so that's why he hired him. Hired him. But Rod. So the beginning of the movie, it has Rod and his girlfriend Tina in the bed together. And it's a pretty fucked up kill. It's like fucked up. And he's like, what the hell? It's like she's on top of the ceiling and shit. And he thinks he's gonna fucking get in trouble for it, obviously. I mean, how can you explain something like that when you can't even fucking see the person? So, are brutally killed in their sleep. Yes, that means Rod and Tina. Freddy, it turns out, was a child murderer who was burned alive by the parents of the neighborhood years earlier. Now he haunts the dreams of their children, and as an act of revenge. So originally this video was supposed to come out, like I said, Wednesday. I already made the review also, but I didn't do a good job, so I wanted to redo the review. I did do the review like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so it was a while back. But shit happens, Nancy fights to stay awake while trying to uncover Freddy's past and figure out how to defeat him. She eventually pulls Freddy into the real world through lucid dreaming, booby traps her house, and seemingly defeats him by denying him his power, refusing to give him her fear. Yes, that's what he thrives off of, fear. And I think they end up killing him different ways on the sequels, but this is the only way. I think, I could be wrong. I think there's another one actually. I think Freddy vs. Jason also do it. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, they also pulled him through the real world in Freddy vs. Jason. So, but the movie ends with a classic horror twist. Nessie escapes or does she? Freddy appears one last time in a dreamlike ambience finale with leaves the door wide open in sequels, which of course followed. Yeah, the ending is not good. I think everybody agrees, though. I think even Wes Craven agrees that the ending is shit. He wanted a nice ending at the very end, but they wanted room for sequels. The ending is not good. They get trapped in Freddy, and then the mom gets sucked into a window. Very poor effect. Not only that, I don't know if there's any negatives on this, but I will be saying what still works okay. Final verdict. There is no negatives on the very end, but I have some negatives of my own. Spoiler highlights: Tina's death is one of the most iconic in horror history. She's dragged across the ceiling by an unseen Freddy while her boyfriend watches helplessly. So yeah, I already said that before. I already said what about her death, but Glenn's death is next. Glenn's death is another standout. He's sucked into his bed, and a geyser of blood erupts. A physical effect marvel. Practical effect marvel. Yes, it's great, and I know how they did it. They had the whole entire room tilt a certain way, so it made all the blood go up. That's how they did it, and they did the same exact thing with Tina's death, and that's how she got into the ceiling. That they tilted the room, so that's how they do it. And I think those are great kills, deaths. But I don't think that he would have that much blood inside him. And but it was still a cool death. Don't get me wrong. The final confrontation between Nancy and Freddy is both clever and rich. She robs him of his power and refusing to believe in him. Yes. I think we already talked about that. The end twist: Nancy's mom being yanked through the door. Yes. Odds as an airy surrealism and raises questions about that. What's real? Yeah, it doesn't make any damn sense, the ending. It doesn't. I think it doesn't make any fucking sense. Because it doesn't. Because what's the third one? Well, we'll get to that one, but it just doesn't make any damn sense. It doesn't. I can't explain it. Fear as power. So themes: fear as power. Freddy exists and gains strength through fear. Denying him fear weakens him. Yes, we talked about that too. Dream versus reality. The film masterfully blurs the line between the two, making viewers constantly questioning what's real. Yeah, what doesn't make any sense is that Glenn, her boyfriend, which is played by young Johnny Depp, he is in her while she's dreaming, and then she's mad that he wasn't awake later on. I'm not gonna lie. Parental sin. All right. The sins of the parents, killing Freddy without a trial, return to haunting the children. Yes. So at the beginning, the mom tells a story about how all of them go kill Freddy because of what he did, because he got off scot-free because of a technical issue that they had, and they go and kill him. So, yeah. Teen alienation. The adults are afraid to get out and enter their heads, which is, makes them good. Never talk about him. But when people end up talking about him, they're like, no, he never existed. So they all lie, and then all kinds of bullshit happens, and then They want them to sleep because they're scared that if they don't sleep, they're going to die. That's the opposite. If they sleep, they're going to die. But they don't know that, so they keep trying to make them fucking sleep, and it's a whole bunch of shit. Spoiler analysis. Freddy Krueger is not just a killer. He's a psychological monster. Yes. Yeah, he's in your fucking dreams, and you can't fucking run away from him. And there's only a select few ways you can actually kill him. Only a select few, though. And this guy is really fucking hard to beat. His method of killing in dreams makes him a mess of horror, of trauma, guilt, and suppressed fear. What makes Freddy terrifying isn't just the kills; it's a lack of safety. Yes, because he's in your fucking dreams. You can't escape him, even in sleep. Unlike other slashers like Michael Myers or Jason, Freddy thinks, taunts, and manipulates, adding a terrible, sadistic edge. Sorry again for not really saying words that correct, but I'm trying my fucking best. Nancy is a final girl who doesn't just survive. She fights back. Intelligent. I can't say it. She is intelligent. She sets traps, researches Freddy's origin, and ultimately uses psychological strength rather than brute force to confront him. Yes, because she brings him into the real world, and she sets traps for him, and she tries to make her dad come over and help her and arrest him, but it doesn't help. It doesn't happen that way, does it? What still works? Creative kills. Yes, very creative kills, like we said before, with Tina's death and Glenn's death. Innovative dream sequences. Strong female protagonist. Yes, I think Heather Langenkamp is really good in this movie. She goes down as one of the best final girls, I think, in films. She is in another one. Unforgettable villain, yes, Freddy Krueger. People still talk about him nowadays. I kind of wish that he had more movies, but I know that Robert Englund right now is not. He's not as young as he used to be. What feels dated? Okay, this is what feels dated. Some acting is wooden, especially the adults. Yes. But the father is played by John Saxon, and he's really good, I think. He's not an issue. My issue is the mom. She tilts her head a lot, and the way she fucking speaks is so fucking weird. I don't know. A few effects, like Freddy's long arms, look cheesy now. Well, you gotta understand this movie was made in 1984, so I mean that's kind of understandable in a way. And nowadays, I think the CGI would look more like shit too. The logic of the dream world is inconsistent in places. So the logic in the dream world is not consistent. Like I said before with Glenn's death, he was in the dream, but then she thought he was awake. Okay. A Nightmare on Elm Street remains... So this is final verdict. A Nightmare on Elm Street remains a landmark in horror cinema. Yes. It's terrifying, imaginative, and surprisingly thoughtful with Freddy Krueger. Wes Craven didn't just create a killer. He birthed a mythology that still haunts the genre. Even 40 years later, its dream, logic, terror, and innovative kills make it unforgettable. Yes. 40 years later, wow. That's a long time. I wasn't even born yet when this movie was made. I was born in '92, so I was all year round, but we'll see. A slasher classic. So this is 10 out of 9 out of 10 score. I would give it that. It seems about right. A slasher classic that brings with brains, blood, and one of horror's most iconic villains. Yes, it's one of my fucking favorite horror movies. It's not my favorite. You guys already know what my favorite is. I already put what I loved, and so I'm not gonna bring them out yet until I do an actual Chucky review, which I probably won't do for a while because I think I'm doing all the Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street ones. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review on A Nightmare on Elm Street 1984, the first one. My fucking voice is fucked up. I don't know why. So I might do more. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I think I might skip tomorrow and try to make another review and not have to cram another one in. But on Wednesday, you guys will get, or Wednesday or Thursday, you guys will get the review. Or not review, but the maybe Friday you'll get the reaction thing, because we have to do it right as soon as either she gets here or when we leave and come back at like really early in the morning. So you guys won't even get it until like probably Thursday or Friday. I would like to make a review every other day, so 3 days a week. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't want this to go too long, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Please like, comment, subscribe. That'd be great too. And thank you guys that I have. See you guys next time.